What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Coach Unchained. I'm the coach. Today, I just want to talk about what's a sack and how can you determine what's a good sack, what's a bad sack, what's a BS sack. All right. As you know, actually, the last 2 days, Brady, I'm sorry, I said Brady, Grady Jarrett called for a roughing and passer penalty that changed the dynamic of a game, and it was against the league's golden boy. I'm gonna call it what it is. The league's golden boy, Tom Brady. And what I'm not gonna say the Falcons were gonna win the game, but the penalty was called, and what's constitute a sack? How can you say it's a good sack or a bad sack? Are there details on how you should sack a quarterback? Or is it just what the ref feel at the time? For instance, Mariota was sacked 5 times that game. And 3 of those sacks were vicious sacks. It was like he was slung to the ground. He wasn't wrapped up. He was slung to the ground. And that was the excuse that the head ref gave, that Grady slung Tom Brady to the ground. But if you hear Tom Brady, what he said Grady hugged him. That means he was wrapped up and he was in a roll. So how do you supposed to get the guy to the ground? If he picks him up, they're going to say it was egregious. I mean, literally pick him up and body slam him to the ground, or pick him up and drop him to the ground. They're going to call it a diff. They're going to call a penalty on that. That's more vicious than a roll tackle. It was a tackle. And what Tua when he had that little scare on the field, that was a slam down. That was a vicious slam down. I'm just comparing what you're seeing. So, who is going to be the authoritative? What's the word? Who's going to be the person in charge, or who's going to be the people or persons in charge who's going to be determine what a legal sack is? So, and it makes no sense. Then last night, Jones for KC sacked Derek Carr. They got him from behind, and he, his momentum going to take him on top of him. So it's a sack. He got him from behind, and he went down because Derek Carr went forward, and he went forward too. They called a penalty on that. So how are these sacks going forward are going to be determined? It's a question that I don't think they have answers for. I think, like I said, you making judgment on what? I've seen that sack that Grady did thousands of times. But this here sack was on who? Tom Brady. And they saw the momentum changing. It was a momentum changer. We can call it what we want to call it. It can be a conspiracy. Yes, it can be. But that sack was a sack. There's no end, if, or but. Everybody says it's a sack. But without these, so pretty much what they're saying now is you pretty much can't take the quarterback to the ground. that's my take on it. You can't take the quarterback to the ground. You take the quarterback to the ground, it can be called a penalty. Simple. There, like I said, there's no correct way to sack a person. When you sack a person, he's going to hit the ground if it's going to be a complete sack. So you can't make up your rules, especially the referees, as you go. So whatever comes of this, it's gonna hurt the game. I hate to say it, it's gonna hurt the game. So I don't know where we go from here. If you can't hit the quarterback, like I think K-Sal said, these guys are gonna be just be able to pass the ball. So if that's gonna be the case, this is just me thinking outside the box and so on and so on. If you get to a quarterback and you touch him, the play should be dead there. No matter how you do it, you touch him, the play should be dead. There's no escaping. I don't care if you got a man blocking. If you touch him, make it that way. Do it like you playing 7-on-7 with a rush. Or flag football. You touch the quarterback. You want to keep him that safe. You touch the quarterback, the play dead right there. Or if you got a going after a quarterback and he runs outside the pocket and he throws the ball away, the ball's dead right there because you can't tackle him. That's what they're making it seem like. You can't tackle him, so the ball should be dead where he throws the ball from. But think out way outside the box. Like I said, this is me just thinking. I'm thinking. What if just imagine. Your edge rushers, right? Now I'm going to the money side of it. Your edge rushers, right? They pay pretty well. They're probably some of your highest paid people on defense, right? So if you wipe out your edge rushers, just imagine you ain't got to pay them so much. They're not needed for sacks. You just need somebody who can rush. So just think, if you're getting rid of your edge rushers, you're not getting rid of them. But if you got those edge rushers and they're just going for air, and you just touch a man, you got to pay them as much. Just a thought. So this could be like a money thing. Because if you notice, the quarterbacks are getting paid more, and they're trying to justify that $40 million. They don't want those $40 million men to get hurt. So it's just one of those give and takes. So to pay that $40 million, I can pay this edge rusher guy less because he's not making those tackles. He's just going to the field playing touch. Like I said, I'm just thinking outside the box. I'm coming unchained just a little bit. This is what I mean coming unchained. I'm thinking outside the box. That's why I call myself Coach Unchained. Because I do a lot of thinking outside the box. That's just what I do sometimes. So this can be anything. Like I said, it could be a money thing. So, but the main thing is, how do you determine what a sack is? We're going to just start touching the quarterback and it's a sack? Like I said, it's going to hurt the game if we do it that way. Sack is like a highlight, it's a highlight thing. It's something that motivates, motivate a defense. I slowed that quarterback down. If you just start touching the quarterback, like I said, it's going to extend their career for one. Yes, it will. It's going to make them safer so they can get those $40 million contracts. But it's going to make the game look so soft. Like I said, that's just my opinion. Everybody have their own opinion, but they need to make some type of rule for this sack. I mean, it has to be done soon because we're gonna have so many penalties, and you're gonna lose so many top stars. I'm not even gonna say that. You're gonna lose some people uh, from this game. You're gonna probably lose some fans. Like I said, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. They don't like losing money. These owners don't like losing money. No matter how much they're paying these guys, like $40 million, it's not hurting their pockets. It's not. So we just got to wonder where this is going to take us. But yeah, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be ugly. I'm just curious to see how many penalties are going to be called as a roughing the passer sack. Because a sack is on anyone. I think what I heard or somebody read the other day. That's anyone that's portraying or attempting to make a pass. Any position player that's attempting to make who is not attempting, but who's a person who's able to make a pass on the other sideline of scrimmage. If you tackle that person, that's considered a sack. And tackling, that means if we're going to start tackling, that means nobody can be thrown out. You can't just put it at quarterbacks. What about the running backs that get slung down? Wide receivers that get slung down? So where's it going to go from there? You see wide receivers get slung down a lot. You see running backs get pretty much suplex sometimes. Is that a illegal? I have seen it been called a couple of times, but not a lot. So what are we going to start doing? It's going to start becoming, like you say, K-Style said, it's going to be one of those what do they call it? A control league that the spectators, control what the players do or something like that, like a human video game, pretty much. So, yeah, it's getting ridiculous. Because I've never been a person that really criticized the rules of the game, but that sack, made me a little uneasy because I thought it was a perfect sack. I've been coaching for so long, and his head wasn't involved. Grady head didn't hit the ground for one. He wrapped him up, and he rolled with him. Momentum is going to take you to the ground. Somebody that's 200-some pounds getting rolled by 300-some pounds, and he has have a grip on you that you can't move. Yeah, you're gonna roll pretty hard. So, how a person falls, they fall. It's a tackle. So we just have to be careful, man. We gotta see. Like I said, ain't a lot of rules. Ain't nothing came down really about it. But I just wanted to say another thing. By them calling that penalty last night on Jones from KC, what they did, I'm not. I'm sure I'm almost sure. Referees are in a cahoots. They communicate with each other as well. They communicate with the NFL. I'm almost sure because they are NFL referees. They're not their own entity. They work for the NFL. So I'm thinking that call that was made last night, which was kind of abnormal. They're trying to take the scrutiny off their golden boy. To put it somewhere else, say, "Oh, we did another game." Yeah, but that game wasn't a game changer. And it wasn't your golden boy. It wasn't your guy that's gotten away with so much over the years. So yeah, like I'm just rallying right now, and yeah, this year kind of threw a wrench in me. I've been thinking about this all day. What's a sack? I don't know no more. How can you teach it? How can you teach a person not to put a person on the ground? Like I said, if he comes off his feet and he gets driven, it's another penalty. So I guess you just got to lay down, lay down with me or something. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you got to ask him to lay down when you touch him. So, but yeah, man, I just had to get that off my chest. I know what Mad Mike feel like when he has things on his chest. You got to get it out before you forget about it. So, but yeah, man, this has been Coach. I just had to say that. So this has been Coach Unchained, man. I'm the coach. Um, please hit that subscribe button, man. You know, help me get my channel out a little bit more, man. You know, guys, I got a couple people in there, but you know, give me those subscriptions, man. Hit that like button. You know, go to AFN, go to GSN, go to Man Mike, go to True Talk Sports, go to K Styles, go to everybody's channel, Blackberry, Lorex, man. Go to everybody's channel, man. This AFN, the AFN family, man, we getting stronger. So you guys hop on that board, man. We're trying to do big things. And also, before I go, I'm gonna do a quick commercial, little influence commercial here. Manscaped.com, man. You get 20% off of Manscaped. You get free shipping by putting that code AFN. Like they always say, to keep her happy, shave that nappy. You know what I'm saying? You know, stuff like that, man. Keep yourself clean, man. They get out all kind of product for men. That 20% off helps a lot, you know. But it's a good thing. It's almost Christmas time, man. Get yourself something for Christmas, especially ladies. Buy your husband something for Christmas, man. Get yourself something for Christmas. You know, this is a good product right here. So take advantage of that 20% off. Like I said, we don't know how long it's going to be, but right now it's 20% off. That's a lot off right now. You usually get 10, 15 most places, but 20% off is, and like I said, you guys help us out, man. Eventually, we're gonna be able to do a lot more for you guys out there, also. So yeah, by you guys doing this right here, it's helping us get that sponsorship, man. So that sponsorship is gonna help us out. It's also gonna help us do more for you guys. So don't forget Manscaped.com, 20% off, free shipping by putting in the promo code AFN. All right. And again, Coach Unchained, man. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget, share this content out, man. Like I said, this is just my little, I ain't gonna call it a rant, because that's Mike rant. This is my little Unchained. So, you know, I just had to break loose for a second just to get things off my head right now. So, yeah. Also, sad news for the Braves. We lost 7-6 today. And, yeah, man, we got to go get them wins. So, like I said, Coach Unchained, peace, man. You guys have a great night. Thank you.